The royal family's Christmas plans this year resemble a soap opera special, and a mixture of festive cheer, thinly veiled snubs, and enough scandal to feel an entire season of The Crown. But the big news, of course, is the King's health. Diagnosed with cancer earlier this year, His Majesty has shown extraordinary resilience, and palace insiders have assured us his treatment is progressing positively and will extend into the new year. His decision to share his diagnosis was characteristically a gesture of solidarity with those facing similar challenges, yet in true royal fashion, the exact details remain shrouded in mystery because nothing says dignified leadership quite like a delicate veil of secrecy. And Charles, ever the pragmatist, continues to carry out public engagements, embodying a stiff upper lip that is quintessentially British and slightly and slightly puzzling. This Christmas, he will focus on community spirit, meeting volunteers and faith leaders in Waltham Forest before retreating to Sandringham. But it won't be a royal Christmas without the absences and the controversies. Prince Andrew, the family's perennial black sheep, has wisely decided to bow out of the festivities, reportedly at the urging of Sarah, Duchess of York, and this comes on the heels of revelations about his ties to a suspected Chinese spy, a scandal that adds to his already notorious track record. It's hard to imagine how this man, Andrew, manages to step into controversy as effortlessly as others step into Christmas puddings or somebody else's shoes. Andrew's self-imposed exile at Royal Lodge, therefore, accompanied by Sarah and the Queen's corgis, offers a stark contrast to his former glory days, and one wonders if the corgis will serve as his only audience for yet another retelling of how he used to fly helicopters in the Falklands. Meanwhile, Prince William and Kate have skipped the pre-Christmas lunch at Buckingham Palace, instead choosing to spend time in Norfolk with their children. No public explanation has been offered, but one suspects that after a year described by William as dreadful, the Cambridges are opting for a quieter, more family-centred Christmas, perhaps far from Uncle Andrew's shadow or how Harry's memoir Fallout. And when it comes to absences, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie are also breaking with tradition, spending Christmas with their respective in-laws for the first time, and this leaves the King and Queen Camilla hosting a slightly reduced cast at Sandringham. Yet Camilla, ever the practical matriarch, seems unbothered, having recently been spotted Christmas shopping, perhaps for her hairdresser who has just received a royal warrant. It's a detail that reminds us that even royals value reliable service and bee medicine. I'm not quite sure how that works. It's a detail, and who can blame her? No one wants a hair crisis on Christmas morning. And the King's Christmas card has also sparked debate, some fans complaining it wasn't Christmassy enough, as if the monarchy's gravitas could be enhanced with a Santa hat. Imagine the outrage if they'd taken a Hallmark Channel approach, posing in matching jumpers before a roaring fire. It's a reminder that public expectations for the royal family are often as contradictory as they are unreasonable. And finally, the elephant or the corgi in the room, Prince Andrew's future, and Sandringham, once his stage for public redemption, is now off limits. And reports suggest King Charles has privately urged him to see sense and withdraw. And meanwhile, Andrew's wistful reflections likely include a comparison with his fellow exiled sibling, Harry. Both are second sons who've fallen from grace, albeit via different routes. Yet unlike Harry, Andrew seems to lack the commercial instinct to spin his scandal into a Netflix series or a lucrative memoir deal. And the likelihood is, tick, 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 that Andrew will spend the rest of his life in obscurity. This is probably the last we will see of Andrew as the year ticks to its close. The Royal Christmas is a microcosm of the monarchy itself, a balancing act between tradition and reinvention, scandal and duty, personal hardship and public responsibility. And while family tensions simmer behind the scenes, the corgis are blissfully unaware, the true winners of this festive drama.